Well, welcome back, everybody. It's lunchtime, which means it's the best time, which means it's got to be time for Mindset Mastery. Hey, everybody, it's Friday. Excited to be with you, wrapping up the week. We'll be back on Monday as usual. I want to start today with a bit of a story, and that's this. Uh, about a year and a half ago, I was with my son. We were going to Boston Pizza with my other kids as well. And we were actually visiting my mom's mom, my mother-in-law, my mom's mom, my wife's mom. A little bit different, but we were visiting her. And this is the problem of, doing this live. You can't go back and change things, whatever. Anyways, we were there at Boston Pizza, and there was this concrete slab. It was about this high. So, it's hard to show you on the camera. It was about this high off the ground. That's what it looks like. So hopefully you can see. And so my son was like, I'm going to jump on that. And he jumped up, and then it was actually sloped. So it was like sloped up. And he kept trying to jump higher and higher and higher. And then he jumped, and he smashed his shin right into the middle of this concrete barrier. And he crumpled onto the ground and was going like this. He was like holding his leg and rubbing it. He's like, and I had been doing a ton of research on how do you change your state? How do you change your energy with like a flip of a switch? Like lights on, lights off. How do you go from in pain to actually uproarious like happiness? How do you go from low energy to full of energy? Because this might be the most important skill we can learn is this, that our brain is like a computer that we can program to do what we want it to. So we can actually change the way we feel very quickly. And it's a super important skill because it can take you from grumpy to full of thankfulness. It could take you from in pain to a place of laughter. And it can take you from just sort of being in the doldrums. And it's been so long that we've been cooped up now because of coronavirus. This skill's so important to go from a place where you're just bored, like just, you're like life is banal, which is an interesting word to use, but it's just banal, just boring, to a place of exhilaration and excitement. So how do you do that? So I said to my son, here's what I want you to do as he's going. I go, Josh, I need you to laugh as hard as you can. And he looked at me and just shook his head with anger and he just went back to, and I'm like, seriously, buddy, just laugh. Trust me. And so he looked and he had rage in his face and then he went, ah! And then I'm like, do it again. And he went, ah! And then he started laughing hysterically. And he got the giggles, and then he looked at me, and he's like, my pain is gone. And that's because our brain can usually only handle one signal at a time. And the more powerful signal actually rewires how we're feeling in that moment. It causes what some people call, and I'll give some credit to Tony Robbins for this idea, what you might call a state change. So my son was in a state of pain, and then he went through a state without pain and actually into a state of happiness. So I want to give you a few energy hacks, a few ways to change your state as quickly as possible. So one is this opposite, and actually I use a better word, mirror emotion. So if you're in a bad mood, let's say you're angry and you'd like to become happy, I want you to smile for 60 seconds. Seriously, it'll change your day. You'll hate it. You'll hate yourself for doing it. It's so fake, even though sometimes the reason we get in a bad mood is so fake. One person we don't even know, we don't even care about, says one rude thing, and our whole day is ruined. It's not worth it. Change your days by using a mirror emotion. Number two is this. It's called the woo! Now, I'm in the office, and there are other people, so I couldn't do that full force. But can I just let you in on a secret? If you want to change your energy state, if you stood up right now, right where you are, and threw your hands up over your head like a victory pose, and shouted, "Woo!" you would find yourself filled with energy. It is absolutely amazing. Uh, Number 3 and 4, these hacks are related to energy management, and it's related to your body. So they're both postural. So one is you stand strong. This is especially important, or you sit strong. Is especially important if you're losing focus. So if you're sitting and you've lost focus, here's what I need you to do. Put your feet perfectly flat on the floor. Get into a great sitting position if you're working at a computer or desk. And be as powerful as you can in that position. Grounded, strong, sturdy. The same is true when you're standing. Say you're having a conversation, it's not adversarial, but you just find yourself drifting. I want you to tune in, check into your body, and stand strong. The 5th and last one that I'll give you is simply this. If you need to shift, I told you I'd give you 2. Stand strong, sit strong. The other one is this. It's just 10 jumps. This one is crazy. It's really good for athletic prowess. If you jump as high and as hard as you can 10 times, you will be filled with energy. Your blood will be flowing. Your brain will be activated. You'll be ready to rock. And your energy will skyrocket. Finally, 5th one is simply this. It's change environments. And this is because our brain is encoded to do certain things in certain places. So for instance, have you ever noticed that if you go lie down on your bed while you're working or watching TV or reading a book, you find that you're almost ready for sleep instantly? That's because your brain is associated your bed with sleep. Same with, you might find like you snack too much in a certain seat in your house. Don't sit there if you don't want to snack, because your brain is used to this pattern. So when you change environments, you give your brain an opportunity to reset. So state changes happen when we mirror emotion. To change our emotion, we do the opposite one, the one we intend to have. You give a big shout, you give a woohoo, double hand overhead, not one. Stand strong. That'll get you focused. 10 jumps will get your body moving, and change of environments will change what your behavioral mechanisms in your brain will want you to do. With that being said, hope this is super helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, share, or subscribe on YouTube. It helps a ton. And there are people who need this content, seriously, now more than ever. And you can help them. And I know we all want to help people. It's part of the human desire and design. With that being said, hope your mind is getting clear. Hope your mind's getting strong. And we'll see you Monday. Mindset Mastery. Bum, 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 ba da 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 na 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 na.